This is Mary at the.meri.atelier, and I am going to do an unlisted video, an unlisted stream, and this is all about the dAFi Fabric Art Journal. I am doing a little fabric art journal that will go to Carehart. You will find her information in the description box below, and she does a nonprofit organization for disabled artists to help them get art supplies and items that they need. Now, I had a part one where I went through all my supplies and figured out exactly what I wanted to do on each page. So I am going to start putting these little hankies on the pages. That's my next. I went through and I ironed all my little hankies, believe it or not. This is the one for the front inside cover. And it will go here. And what I'm going to use, attempt to use, is some stabilizer to put these down, to press these in. I have some here that I purchased at, I think, my local thrift store. Steam 2, the most beloved brand worldwide by quilters, crafters, and home sewing enthusiasts. So we're going to try that. I have my tablet over to the side here so that I can watch what I'm doing, so that if my stream gets disconnected or anything. It looks like I need to move everything over a little. So let's see if I can adjust my camera. It's really hard to get this all set up. I might have to zoom in a little. That would work. And I need to tilt my camera this way and maybe zoom out a little. This way a little. There now. There. I think that's good. I'll keep an eye on that if I can. All right. So my first goal is to do this page. Now, I want it to show over here, and I think I want some lace. And I have various packages here of lace and items. And steam-a-seam. I have this lace that I was looking for. And I think what I want is this to go here. And I can stitch that on, I believe, after I put this in. But I have to be sure I know what I'm doing here. Do I want it to go there? I think I do, and I might put some binding in here. I think I need to bind this. So you're going to see me as I work through this. Get Penelope to hold my phone up for me. Can you hold that up for me, Penelope? She said I'd try, but you keep moving it. There we go. There we go. All righty. I'm set over there. Now, I have to figure out, do I want it to... Obviously, I need this raw edge covered. And I'm trying to determine if I should cover it beforehand. And I was looking all over the world this morning for bias tape, and I know I have oodles of it. I might just go with this. And I think I can attach this afterwards. This or something similar. So I think I'm going to proceed with putting this on it. And I wanted, I believe, a big amount of this. And I'm going to fold the corners over, such like that. And so it'll show just the little bit in here. And I'll have to adjust this before I put it down. And what I'm thinking is this will come. That seems like an awful lot. But if I bring it way down, I could almost, and I have other too here. I don't know if I have enough of this rose color would look pretty on it. And I have this just a plain white that I could tea dye. Let's take this off. Let's try these two. So I'm still trying to figure out what I want to put on here. Those roses would look awfully pretty on there. And I think I estimated that this was 5 1/4 by 5 1/4, which would be 10 1/2 this way. Yeah, let's measure again. Let us measure again. Yeah, there's 10, and then the 1/2 inch for the, and I think it's 5 1/4 by 5 1/4. The little books. 5 1/4 by 5 1/4 would be approximately 10 1/2. So 10 1/2 and 10 1/2 would be 21 and 30. So it'd be 10 there. So it'd be about, I think I estimated I needed about a yard, and I certainly have a yard. I have more than a yard of that, but what do I have of this? I think I have enough here to cover the sides around here if I wanted to with this little rose. And I think that'll look awfully pretty on there. I think that's what I'll do. So I can proceed without worrying about binding around here. Now, how is it going to handle the bottom, though? How am I going to handle the bottom? So if I put that there, I might want to, if I bind, well, here's the truth. If I bind this, I could use seam binding on the bottom there. Okay, I think I'm ready to seal my pages down. But here, this is the thing. I've got this on every page. These unbound pieces. Boy, let me tell you, I'm tempted to use fabric washi tape on these. Would work nice. Would work nice. And I wouldn't have to worry about the seam binding. Let me look at this. If I put fabric washi around here and around the edges, even before I decorate, that would take care of all these unbound edges here. I think I will do that, but I'll have to do each page separately. I will have to do each page separately because she's already stitched it. The other thing I could do is undo the stitching and rebind it myself. And I hate doing that because she stitched it so nice in there. But it would not be difficult. But I would have to cut everything. I'm thinking what I want to do. I think I'll proceed this way with these two because I need to get this done. And if I need to put binding on here, I can still bind with this. So what I want to do is bind clear across here. Now let's close this again. And this, of course, will be folded up like this and folded back like that and folded back like this. And these edges will come out like that. And then this will, I think I will have to put a binding on this. It's at least down at the bottom. And then this pretty rose binding here that seems to want to have its own little mind will go around this way. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty? I think I like that a lot. And I'll probably have to clip it and then start it again down to go down this way. And I still might need binding in here. All right. So what I have is this seam, this paper that will attach the, not the paper, the seam, this. So I will need to cut this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 1/2. So approximately right there. Of course, I got more than one sheet. And I think what I do is I press it down. I put it on first and then I iron it down. I think you remove this. Peel and stick. You trace, peel and stick, and cut out, remove paper, and press for 20 seconds. So I'm going to measure 10 and a half because that's what it will be. Well, that says 10 there. 10, will 10 do it? Maybe. Well, it won't matter if I get a little over. Won't matter if I get a little under 10. So let's do 10. See, I like this too. That could, no, that isn't, that could go there. I need some seam binding. All right. So we're going to mark this at 10 right here. And right here. And I believe this is 5 1/4. 5 1/4 here. Mm, 5 1/4. we will see how this works. I don't know. This is all thrift store purchase here, so I'm hoping that it's still good. I have no idea how this is going to work, but we're going to find out. I can always hand stitch it, but if I could bind this in, that would work so much better. If I could just use, and I've got plenty of other interfacing, fusible interfacing if I run out of this. But I think with 5 sheets, and I have 2.5 packages, so I have at least 10 sheets, and I have 10 pages, so I think I'll be fine. The question is, will it work? So we're going to find out. We're going to find out. So you peel, and it is sticky. It's not sticky like the carpet tape, but it will stick. So it's still got its stick. Let's fold this in half. I suppose I could have cut that in half, but did I peel the wrong side? I don't think I did. I got a little left there, but I don't think that'll matter too much. So I'll have to remember to cut it at 10.5. So I have this sheet. Let's see what happens if my iron is hot. Let's see what happens if I just press this. Let's see what happens if I press on that. Ooh, I can feel that heat. And then I think I peeled this off. Ouch. I hope I'm doing this right. I think I might have done this wrong. Because I think what I'll need to do next is stick the hanky down. It's sticky. Oh, it's like a pell on there. It's sticky in there. It didn't stick to the quilt, to the quilty part there. Because I probably didn't stick it down good enough. So let's leave this sheet here. And let's do it a half at a time. Now this is where I have to be careful, because I don't want to scorch my hanky. And you know what, how much is sticking out over here? Quite a bit. Let's bring it down. Now, I don't trust things. So I am going to reach in here. I have a sheet here that And of course it's way at the bottom. Everything I want's always at the bottom of where I'm going. That I can use this as a protection. So let's see if this works. I know I don't have steam in here. This is a steam, little craft steamer, but I don't think I need it. I think just heating it will be fine. Now, they say you can put a needle through this, so I might end up doing that too. I don't know though, it seems fine. It seems fine. I think you need to let it cool to let it set permanently. So let's do this other side. Let's do this side. And I do want my edges to hang out here. I want that to be sort of a border, and then this will come up this way and then fold down. So, but let's go ahead and proceed with this. Boy, I got that pretty good, don't I? The matching up there. Ha! How did that happen? How did that happen? Mary's the junk journaler. Mary's the person who does a lot of oops. I do a lot of oops. All right, let's press this in. Let's press it in here. And press it in here. I hope that I'm giving you guys a good view of what I'm doing. It's hard to control everything. Let's get it good. I am putting pressure on my little iron. I don't want to put too much pressure on it because I'll break the handle. I've got more strength than what I realize sometimes. Now I'm very happy, I think, with this. I think it's going to work. And you could see the quilting through this. You can see the quilting through that. That's interesting. And it's warm. Ooh, cool me down. I think it's interesting you can see the quilt. It almost looks like it's been quilted on there. I don't know if you can see it, but I see it very well. Now this I'm just going to leave up this way for now. But I will be coming back and tacking this down and making little pockets. So we'll just flip to the back, and we want to do the same thing on the back. So we'll just flip to the back here. That's fine. I might do all of these pages. We'll see. We'll see how easy this goes. All right. So the next thing we want to do is measure out. Now see, I can use what's left here. Let's cut right here. And we can put that there. And I'll just need a strip down the center. Now we'll just keep cutting. Maybe we should just cut clear across here. This here on the back, and then this little strip here can go in here. And it'll have, well, it'll have a little gap in there. I guess I could fill that in. Put that there. And then just kind of fill this in. Let's do this first. Let's see, I think I stuck this down. This might have been the fabric side here. I think this is the side you put on the... Let's get another sheet and look at it. Does it tell us on the sheet? And it just, this is the side, I think, that you steam, peel and stick. It really doesn't tell you. Which side. But I'm going to continue with what I was doing because it worked. And I think I put the... Did I put this side down? Oh, we'll try it. Oh no, I pulled this side up because it's tacky. It came up right away. That's how I did it. And it worked on the other side, so I'm going to continue on here. And let's do this one. Now, I may not need to press this. I pressed this first. I may not need to do that step. You sewers would probably know all about this. And let's put this down. I'm getting a lot of little interesting little papers here that can go in my scrap box. Yeah. In a way, I kind of like the fact that I can put that on separately because I can bend it in there. And then I just have a little strip to put in here. And I need one more little strip. I don't know, I might go ahead and iron this down. I'm not sure that I have to do this step here where I just iron that part down, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it anyway, because I feel like it attaches it down before I put the hanky on it. Yeah, put my little iron back, and it just kind of attaches that part down. Now, let's do this a page at a time like I did the other. Let's pull, yeah, am I going to be able to pull that up? Yeah, it didn't get attached down very well. I'm not sure I'm doing that right. It's hot. It's hot. This little iron does get hot. I got it on high setting because this is a cotton fabric. I think a cotton fabric can take that. Penelope, why don't you give me a needle, a pin? It's release papers always. Always fool me. Yeah, that's sticky. That's sticky. So I'm going to pull that up. I'm just going to toss it. And let's just use my pen and go in here. See if I can't release half of this. I should do both though. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's just part of the, I'm not sure what that is. May it come off of my needle. Get it out of there. There we go. Okay. So now I want to do this one in the same manner. And we're just going to kind of match it up to this, to the front here. I think that's good. The match over here. It might need to come a little bit this way. Yeah. I'm happy. I'm happy. Is that too much? No, I don't think so. I think that's going to be perfect. Yay! I think this will do it. And we're going to press that down. I'm hoping that this is going to be my lifesaver here. Yeah. And even if I get more heat on this side, it'll be okay because I've got that paper in between it, I'm thinking. Well, you don't want to press too hard on this handle. I can feel it bend as I'm pressing. That's the thing with these smaller craft irons. They're craft irons, they're not full service irons. And that's really all I need. I don't need a brand new $80 iron for my artwork. I don't use the iron a whole lot. Yeah. See, I don't know if you can see, but I can see the quilt marks in there, and I love that part of it. Okay, let's do this. It's stuck on there. It's stuck on there. So Penelope, we're going to take this side off. I lost my little, is that, I think that's on there, but it doesn't feel sticky. I might cut another piece. Now, let's cut another piece. I dropped it on the floor. Everything fell on the floor. Okay, let's just cut another little piece in there. About like so. And take that part off. this off. Yeah, I can feel it. It's there. That might be on there too. Let's take that off. Let's take this piece off. And let's put this piece down. Right there. And let's take this piece off. Let's save this. We might need it. So we just need to press this in. Now this has got a little, looks like it's got a little scorch mark already there, but that will be on the underneath. I didn't do that. That came that way. Happy years ago, somebody pressed the corners too hard, too hot there. But it will be in the pocket. That's what happens if you don't use a protective cloth like this. And if you use a very, very hot iron, and I have a very, very hot iron. I have to tell you, this iron is hot. And I am not pressing down too much because this is just a plastic handle here, and it just extends out. And I know when I press too hard down here, I can see this breaking there. So we'll just have to make sure that we get it good here. Get it good in the... But I think that is going to do it. Yeah. And that is on there. And if you fold it this way, look, you have, that's interesting. I might end up putting a little, they'll have more of these in there. I might end up binding these on the side. We'll see. I'm not sure if I can. But as I add more hankies in here, because I'm going to do one here, that's 2. What do we have here? Did it stick onto there? 3, and then this is the last page. The last page is maybe needs a little help in here. It's a little short, but ruffle will help that. I mean, I'm not concerned about paint. In fact, when I come up with this, I could probably extend this out a little. Well, no, if I fold it, let's fold it this way. See, if I fold it, I can make up for that. I can make up for that in here if I wanted to. And that would look kind of pretty because it would be layered that way. But then I would have to handle this pocket differently, which would not be a bad thing because I could slip things in there. We'll deal with that later. We're going to put it just like this. So I got the inside front and the inside back done. So let's go to page 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now on page 3 and 4, so I have back and front, which is this is the front, and this is the back. And this is page 1 and 2, which was my blue. So page 3 and 4, I believe I have my lavender. Is it the lavender? Yeah, it's the lavender floral. And let me get that little hanky out, the lavender floral, and I'll show it to you. Let's get a new sheet. One sheet, Mary? Yes. So a new sheet, and oh, I think one package of this is going to be fine. 5 sheets will probably be more fine. Lavender floral is this one, not the blue, this one right here. And it will come, I'm not going to have it extending out the border. It's going to come right up to the, and then it will be pressed down this way, and then I will bring it up, and I'll probably stitch it, and then I'll have a little pocket like that. So it will have pockets that come in this way. And I'm thinking that I will have to put binding on the bottom of these. And I probably will not do it with tape. I might just put lace, run lace down there. Oh, and you know what? I meant to put lace on here. I can still do that. That music lace can still go on here. I meant to do that in between. I didn't do it. I think I changed my music lace for my, when I say music lace, let's pull it out. Let's pull it out. Well, there's a lot to think about. Let's pull it out here. Here's my music lace. This is what Kathy sent. But I think I can still put this on. And in fact, I could probably put it on the inside here. And I could probably put it on with this same type of binding. Yeah. So I think we're going to be okay there. Now, what am I going to do here? I may not, I was planning on putting music lace all around it. But if I put this on, I really only need it on the top and the bottom. Because if I put that music lace in there, it's going to cover up my... All right. So we're going to deal with that later. We're going to continue on doing my little pages here. So I know I only want these. And there'll be a little overlap here on the sides. Well, that one isn't going to... This one overlaps a little. Let's center it a little more. But I'll still have this binding, this to deal with. I'm really tempted to take some of this and some pretty fabric and press it on this side and do that 3 times. Let's try it. I mean, I can only try. I'm going to try it. Let's see. Do I want an inch? Do I want to do it that way? It would have to go... I'll have to decide what I want to do on this page, because this is going to have binding on it, though. Yeah, I think I want an inch. I think I want a full inch. We're going to deal with this and get this done. This might take me a while, but you can watch as I'm working. I'm still going here. And you will see how I make this little journal for the dAFi auction. You will see all the work that goes into this. Not only the work that goes into it and all the thought process, and it's also the contribution that Kathy made. there's the contribution, and there's Carahart has to receive it and show it off, and then, you know, there's a lot of work that goes into these projects. They just don't magically happen. Well, they do kind of magically happen because it's magic to watch them happen. Now, this will get covered anyway, but if I put a little binding here and just let it go a little over this way, let's fold this in half. If I can, I'm not sure this is going to work. I'm not sure, but we will find out. And what I want is this to fit here. I should probably put the fabric on there first, like a double-sided tape almost. Let's iron the fabric on here first. Let's put this on a strip of fabric. So let's get out some fabric. And I think I'm going to use that Heidi Swap fabric. Let me get up and get it. Oh. Let me go over here. Heidi Swap, where are you, Heidi? I'm here. I'm here. Right here. I'm looking to see what else I have that might work pretty on there. Now, let's go with my first thought. This is Heidi Swap fabric. And of course I have to cut it. See, and I've already, but I could bind that right onto my, So we're going to cut a piece here out. And I think I can just cut it down this way. If I cut nice, I don't always cut nice. I need my fabric scissors now. Suzanne Hale sent me these scissors. Thank you, Suzanne, for the nice scissors. This one is for fabric. We put the little tie on it. My brother said, excuse me, my brother said, why? Why do you have that on there? And I said, that tells me they're for fabric only. He laughed. All right, we're going to cut a piece out here. And I'm going to kind of try to cut this straight, but I won't guarantee. But most of it will probably be covered up anyway. So those of you who are fabricaholics and quilters, don't look. Don't look. I'm just eyeballing this. I just want to strip it out of here. And I got this at Hobby Lobby, I believe. All right. Alrighty. I'm getting swamped with stash. All right, we are going to cut a strip to fit onto here. We could iron this on and then cut the strip off, I'm thinking. Yes. So let's make our strip. Let's just snip it here. We've got to allow for that, so snip it right about there. Save these little pieces, I might need them. And I'm just going to, iron this down. So I think I removed this because it falls off. And put it down on here. Put it down. Where are you going to put it down at? I don't think it matters. straighter down here. I'm going to put it right down. We're going to test it and see if it works anyway. Now the problem I have is I've already ironed this piece down and up at the top. However, if I come in with my, I wonder if I can protect that. Let's iron this down. Yeah. Okay. You think you have it set up and then you pull it apart. Alrighty. Now, I'm going to cut this off with my craft scissors or the paper scissors because I don't want to mess up my fabric scissors, even though this is fabric. Now the question is, do I want this to go here? Because it will, I'm thinking, see, I've got to bind this. And I'm thinking, I had it folded in half, but, you know, I ironed it out again. Jeez. The paper's in between, so I'm okay. I'm just kind of creasing this in half, so it'll be easier to handle, hopefully. This didn't get quite in half. Press that. All right, I'm hoping but I'm wondering, do I want this to come here? Because it's got ravelly edges. See, this is where you need seam binding. So I don't think I want to do it there because I've already put these pieces on. So I'm not sure how I'm going to handle this, but however I handle it, well, this could come down over that. This could come down over it after I put, well, but then I got this to deal with. It would only come out to, there. And look like that. Well, that might work. And then this piece would come down and kind of cover that up. I'm going to have to do this a half page at a time. So let's snip it there with the correct scissors. Is that right? I know if I were doing this in a live stream, I'd have you guys telling me the correct way to do this. This is where you really do need seam binding. But I couldn't find my seam binding, and I'm not going to go to town to get it. And I think this might work fine. I think this might work fine for the bottom. And then on the top, I might just have to bring some up in here and fuse that. We'll have to see. Let's deal with this first. Let's deal with this first. So I'm going to take this piece off here. And hopefully I can get this on correctly. Come on, I want the... Yeah, I should probably press this. I want the paper off, not the fabric. There we go. So we're going to put this right here and just stick it on. And we're going to bring it around and bring it around this way and stick it right here. I think that's going to be fine. I do. I'm not quite sure. Now I'll have to press that down. So let's, and then this blue piece will come down and kind of cover that up a little. So I think I'm happy with it. It's like a double-sided tape almost, but let's get my, sorry, I have to reach in there and reach down and get my pressing cloth here. Which is half of a, I think I used this for another journal. All right. Penelope, can you hold this for me for a minute? Thank you. While I get my iron out. Thank you. See, she's my helper sometimes. Let's just press this down. Let's flip it this way. I think it'll also press this, but just to be sure. Just to be sure. Now, on this side, the little purple napkin will cover this up. So what I'm doing here will largely get covered up, which is fine with me. And I think what I can do on this side is just take this piece here. I mean, some of it might show. Let's open this up. Through the hanky. But I could put a strip here and just bind that in there. Just bind the edge to the hanky. Just to let it. This opened up. Just bind it this way. And let's see. Let's take my little purple hanky and see how much of that shows. Not very much at all. I'm pretty happy with this. So we'll cut a strip and put there and there up here. I think that's how I'm going to handle it. But let's do the bottom part here. Which means I need to cut all these pieces. So I will have to do this on this page, and so I'll have to do this on these corners, and so 1, 2, 3 pages. I think I'm going to stop this video and go ahead and do that, or I could finish. No, I'm going to stop this video and attach all my little bindings like I did right here. And then I'll come back with part 3 and finish adding the little hankies in here to make them look pretty. Like this, maybe. So when I come back, I will have had the bindings along all the edges here. And I'm doing this traditionally. Seamstress would be putting seam binding on here, but I don't have any, and I don't want to run 50 miles to the store to get some. I have some, but I don't know where it's at. So we are going to do this, which I think is going to work just fine. It's going to be fine. So I will see you in part 3. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. I am very happy with it. I love the layers here on the side. I love the layers over here. It extends this journal just a little. And to remind you, I'm going to have this music note lace down here. The music note lace will go down here. And it will probably go on this way. I might have to cut that a little. It will go all along the side on the back here, and on the top. I don't know if I'll put it on the top. I have the roses that are going to go along the edges here. And I have enough for all sides of this for the roses, which I think is just going to be beautiful. So I'm going to get to work on binding up these seams here, and I'm going to do that off camera. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in part 3.